Well, hey, Greenwood, Robert Stevenson with Greenwood Calendar, and it's a very special day. My friend Ben, haven't seen in a while. It's been some years. Ben Miller has something really interesting going on, and I want you to wait. First, I'm going to get him to tell us about who he is, and then we're going to get into what he's done recently.
Well, as you know, because we actually grew up with your sons, I was born and raised here in Greenwood, son of Lee and Kathy Miller, been a long-term Greenwood resident, and it's been my hometown. For the past few years, I actually recently moved up to Greenville to pursue career changes in the chemistry line of work. And
is that what your degree is in?
Yes, sir. So I studied and got a major in chemistry from Lander University, and it's been paying me well as far as future prospects and whatnot, but I decided to start my own business, and that's why we're here today.
Okay, so if you would.
Absolutely.
His new business is this. Tell us all about what we've got going on here.
So this is Clean Caffeine. It is an energy drink without all the fluff. None of the junk that other competitors have. 0 grams of sugar, 0 calories, no extra. It's only an energy drink. It doesn't make your heart rate rise, doesn't give you the jitters, doesn't make you feel anxious. It is strictly an energy drink. So the idea behind it was I kept seeing people drink these things. From the time I was in college till even to now in the workroom, I see people drink these things all the time. And I wondered, what's actually in them? Mm-hmm. So I started looking at the popular brands, Red Bull, Monster, C4, so on and so forth. And I said, good Lord, a lot of it in there was either junk, underdose, so it doesn't have enough to actually do anything, overdose, so it completely negates any of the beneficial effects, or just completely lacked anything relevant to energy.
Okay.
So I said, well, I have a chemistry degree. I should be smart enough to figure this out. So why not make something that's not only healthier, but better than what's already on the market? And that's what we have. Clean Caffeine.
Clean Caffeine. It's the first time I've held one. 200 milligrams caffeine, 12 ounces, 0 sugar, no added color, no synthetic caffeine, made with natural flavors. So this is already on the market. You can get this.
Yes, you can. So you can actually visit my website, www.cleancaffeinellc.com. It's there on my website. We sell it in 4-packs, 6-packs, 12-packs, 24-packs, or 96. MSRP for these cans is $3.50 a can currently. Now, most people who drink these would know that the current market ranges anywhere from $2.50 all the way up to $4 depending on the brand. So even though I'm a startup, I'm already right there in the competitive market price-wise. Now, it is cheaper the more you order.
Okay. Folks, you know what I like to do? Like and share for your chance to win. We're going to be giving away 10 of these. So there'll be 10 winners. I just want to give away one so you can taste it. So if you like and share this video, we'll enter you to a drawing to randomly pick 10 winners. So how did you do this?
So this is a proof of concept that took about 2 years to do.
Okay.
So to kind of touch back on the why briefly, the market right now for my generation just isn't beneficial. All right, it's not conducive of home buying, just moving up in the world, and it's quite difficult. So I said, what better way to help get me out of the current mundane than start my own business? Hopefully increase my income, put me in another bracket where I can actually start to experience that American dream that we always were told about when we were younger. So that kind of plays into what happened. So about 2 years ago, I had the idea. I said, why not make something that's better, healthy? And I ordered some things off Amazon, as anyone does. I got a big old bucket. I got a bunch of raw ingredients from various suppliers, and I started micro-testing everything. I started working on dosages, started adding things, taking things out, adjusting the formulation. And about a year later, I had a formula I was happy with. And so from the time I started to about a year into the project, I finally had what you see here formula-wise. Mm-hmm. But I still had to get it in a package. I still had to get it canned. I still had to get it to the public. So then started my second problem. How do I carbonate the beverage?
Right.
How do I get it into a can? So what it came down to is I recognized two things. A, I don't have the income to currently buy any kind of manufacturing materials. So I said, what about a co-packer? So I found a co-packer that was willing to work with me on small scale batches, and they were kind enough to not only sign a non-disclosure with me to keep my formula secret and keep everything safe and proprietary, but also package it, send it to me with my own personal design.
Oh, that's very nice. You came up with this.
I did. I am by no means a graphics art designer or anywhere close to artistically gifted, but this is about the best I can do with a PowerPoint.
I like it. I like it. It's clean. Any thought towards getting it out into suppliers?
Yeah, absolutely.
Retail?
So we, I say we, it is just me currently, but I say we as in the brand. I've been trying to get in with a few vendors locally in the Greenville area, and I have talked to a few down here in Greenwood. It is difficult to get a new product on shelf. It's not an easy thing to get somebody to say, oh yeah, I'm going to take a chance on a product, especially when that takes up shelf space or something they know sells that will bring them profit, that will be whatever it may be. So that is kind of the pain point I'm experiencing right now, is trying to get this into store. Now, with that said, I'm expecting to hear back from 3 different stores up in the Greenville area this week.
Good.
On possibly being vendor statuses and buying a few hundred cans from me each.
Nice.
So we are looking in a positive direction in that regard.
And when 10 of you drink this, I'm sure you're going to be requesting it from your favorite establishments. I'm going to have my first sip right now.
Please do. I'll join you. How about that?
Let's do that. Cheers.
Cheers.
That is really good.
Thank
And
you.
I was going to say that, even if it wasn't, but I'm being honest. I really like that. And how did you do this with no calories?
So the sweetener for this, and this is one of the biggest things, I said if I'm going to make a healthy alternative, I've got to get rid of the sugar, especially with that being a huge concern for a lot of people today. When the concern to health is keeping sugar intake low or just not at all. So I figured out there is a proper blend of stevia and monk fruit that creates the same sweetness as sugar does.
It tastes like it's sugar.
It is. And that's the trick, is stevia and monk fruit blended at a certain ratio creates that same sweetness level.
Yeah.
And it provides that, oh man, this has got to be sugar, but it's not. There's no sugar in this drink.
It surprised me. I went back and said, did I hear him right? Because it doesn't taste like artificial sweetener. It tastes like I'm drinking, and it's not overly sweet.
So something to note about the caffeine. So not only is this a 200 milligram bottle of caffeine, but it's also my slow release formulation. So I have a certain blend of L-theanine with caffeine that extends the caffeine's half-life in your system. So instead of you drinking one of these first thing in the morning at 8 a.m. and then crashing at 1 in the afternoon, you have no crash until about 5 or 6 that evening.
Okay.
Because it extends the duration of the caffeine in your system.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about this? If they want more information, where would they go?
Yeah, so if you're interested in buying some, I will preface this, since we are new, we do only have one flavor currently.
Okay.
It's the orange flavor. Now, with that said, as sales continue to go, I'm going to make an executive decision in the next 3 to 6 months, which, mind you, you can influence. If you go to www.cleancaffeinellc.com,
Okay.
you can vote on the next flavor.
Okay.
So in the next few months, there might be another flavor coming to market soon. However, right now it's just orange.
Okay.
You can also find me on Instagram, Clean Caffeine LLC. You can find me on X or Twitter, as some of you may have known it as, Clean Caffeine LLC. So you can find me on any and all social media platforms, and specifically my website if you want to learn more information.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. And we'll hear from you soon.